But the real interesting part about all of this week, this whole car fiasco, is that in reality, I used it for something, which no one knows of, and I'm going to reveal it to you this morning on the Level 1 podcast. This was actually an experiment. Okay? As you guys know, earlier this week, I made an announcement very publicly on the internet. I said, I'm interested in doing a public interview with someone much bigger than me who has some clout and has viewership. And I want to get my side of the story out there on the internet in regards to what's going on with me and the harassment that I get and all these things that happen. Okay? Why is it that everyone out there gets to repeat these memes that are not factually true, nor have they been vetted anywhere to be factually true? They have not been proven. It's just, oh, there's a high chance, maybe, there's a coincidence, there's a conspiracy here. If this aligns with this, and if this adds up to this, and if Jupiter aligns with Saturn and Venus today, and if the whole circumference of the planet is spinning, and it spins at a certain velocity, and the cloud cover goes a certain way, it probably may be true. Okay? And what really pisses me off about all of this is that people pass around that shit on the internet as fact. They don't say, oh, it's maybe true. Oh, it's a conspiracy about Phil that could be right. You know, if everything is truthfully, factually true, but we can't prove it, right? Instead, it's just true. Why is Phil one of the most hated YouTubers? Because all this stuff about him is true. And I've seen countdowns, and I've seen all kinds of fucked up stuff in regards to this being done. Even bigger YouTubers doing these countdowns and shit with me on the list. And it's all bullshit. But I haven't really been able to defend myself. Do I defend myself? Of course I do. Here on my streams. But how many people watch my streams? Right now we got 377 people on the Level 1 podcast. Right? I'm sure my haters will clip and regurgitate the stuff I say on here. And then immediately say, oh, it's all fake. It's debunked. You can't trust a word he says. Right? Even though they don't have anything factual to show either. All they have is conspiracy and stuff too that can't be trusted. But of course, I'm the one who needs to be distrusted, not the million people making up crazy shit. Okay? But that's the problem, is I can only defend myself on my own content, and I don't get any kind of viewership or attention on the internet. So what everyone hears is the one side, the negative side. Okay? They don't hear my side. And it gets to the point where it's not fair because, you know, I don't have money to sue everyone out there for slander. Right? I don't have the time to do that or the means to do that. So I can't shut them up. They get popularity. They get clickbait. They get money based off of the slander that they put against me on a daily basis. Right? But I can't defend myself. Now people believe. All right? People actually believe the nonsense. All right? They do. They actually think that, like, what is said about me on the internet is absolutely true. And it's not. It's bullshit. But they believe it is fact, okay? So my whole thing earlier this week was I want to do an interview with someone publicly, all right, where I get my story out there, and even if you don't believe it, all right, at least the story is out there, okay? Now, over the course of this week, I've had so many people contact me, fans, haters, you know, YouTubers of many different sizes and statures, supposedly an actual legit gaming journalism company, among other things. There is absolutely interest in having me on someone's show to do kind of a tell-all explanation from my side of the story, what's really going on in my life, okay? Some of them want me to cover my whole history, like how this has been an ongoing thing ever since I started on YouTube over a decade ago, and cover the levels of harassment that I've been on over the last decade plus, while others are more just interested in the immediate. It's more like, does someone want to do an actual, like, documentary expose, or does someone just want to do, like, a one-off podcast show where they just talk to me? And there's been different takes, and I've actually got a lot of people interested, to the point where, like, I'm talking YouTubers with ridiculous reach and views, YouTubers with good reach and views, YouTubers with moderate reach and views, and then nobodies. Okay, I got, like, all these levels of people interested in interviewing me. But there's been one constant in all of this. All right? And I'm going to get back to that because I want to tell you the story about the car repair first. And then I'm going to tell you how I use the car repair as an experiment to see what would happen this week. And then use that to determine how I move forward with the interview. All right? Because, man, people think I'm a dummy. They really do. they think that I'm a moron. They think that like everything is just I stumble upon every piece of luck and every piece of happiness and popularity in my life is just dumb luck because I'm a dunce, tripping over myself, slipping on banana peels, dropping things all over the place, right? Everyone thinks that I'm just like the biggest moron. But in reality, some things, not everything, but some things happen for a reason. All right? And in this case, I used my real life situation, all right, to my advantage, all right, to try to get to a point where I could figure some stuff out and see what would happen moving forward in regards to me being transparent with people on the internet, all right? So that's what we're going to do today. But before we get to that, I want to get through the housekeeping style stuff first, the schedule for the week so you guys know what streams are coming and all of that. After today, this whole car thing is behind me. I'm not going to even be talking about it again. I want to kind of get it out of the way so that people know it's done with. We're moving forward. Starting Friday, oh my God, double new release day, crazy hype with games. You know, this is not even an issue to talk about anymore. We're way past it, all right? But let's get the busy work stuff with the stream done first. Then we can get to the topic at hand. I know you're confused. Someone just said, I'm so confused. You are confused because you don't have no idea what I'm talking about. You're about to, I'm serious. Like, this is going to be a really interesting podcast because when you see what I did, all right, you'll understand. You'll get it finally, I think. Some people will be like, oh, shit, okay. Now I understand what's going on. All right? So,